All right. So we're doing Outer Worlds 2. This is Tony Todd Zombie Slayer. Um, this game, criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. Um, its predecessor, also criminally underrated, but I understand why people didn't like it. They weren't able to do a lot with the AI and stuff, and it was like significantly less gameplay good as this game. Um, that being said, um, they basically improved every possible thing in this one, and for whatever reason, people that are into Skyrim and are into Fallout, like the new Fallout and all that kind of stuff, just don't give a shit about this game, which is insane. Um, I came up with the original Fallout. I remember I was in 8th grade, I think, and somebody was explaining to me that you could target somebody's eye with a gun and shoot it and make them go blind. And I just thought that was the craziest thing. I was like, I have to play this. Like, this is after I was really big in Ultima 7, and at the time I just gotten into Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, which is its own thing and totally awesome. But yeah, like, this is made by Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky. I think it's how you say it. But basically, the guys who made Fallout, it's them not being able to play with their IP, and because, Interplay got sold and that kind of stuff, got bought up by Bethesda, yada yada yada. And so they made this game kind of as a variant of the Fallout ideas, like original Fallout ideas, more so rooted in like corporate stuff, where the original Fallout was more like about like governments and society, kind of like, honestly, their take on it is the best. If you haven't played Fallout 1, you are lucky. Yes, it's old and janky, but it's amazing. You should play it. But the bittersweet thing here is they made this game. It wasn't well loved, even though it should be. They then, or the first one I'm talking about, with Outer Worlds 1, then they got purchased by Microsoft Studios, which at the time when Microsoft was buying everything up, people were like, this is a good thing, because they were going to get more money. So they did get more money. They released this and Avowed and a couple of other, or maybe they're not the same. Maybe I'm mixing them up, because the teams split. The original teams of these split and formed these other studios, Obsidian, and then this is I can't remember off the top of my head. I am so sorry, guys, but this is the guys. Like, if you love me, you'll Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky and everybody else in there. But this was sort of their flagship game. It wasn't very well received, but I think partially because it was like one of the first games that was like a $90 price tag or whatever. So people were annoyed. This was after Starfield, but it's just ridiculous that people didn't latch onto it. I mean, it's basically giving people the narrative thing that was missing in Starfield. Granted, the gameplay isn't as like expensive and crazy, but like, it's a good game. This is a good game. It's a well-written game by dudes who know how to fucking do this. But the bittersweet part is, so I don't think it did well. However, Microsoft bought Bethesda. And so I don't know if this has been verified or whatever. My guess is, if there's any brains at all at Microsoft, they turned to Tim Kaine and were like, look, you missed out on a lot of this. You generated this thing. People would freak out if you were affiliated with this game. Again, everyone who knows, like the OG fans, they would also freak out if Obsidian was involved with this game. If they're able to pull off some sort of combo, basically lending out the Fallout IP to these guys and potentially Obsidian, or letting me be like a consultant, whatever, however they pull it off. Like, that would be amazing. Basically, it'd be the next New Vegas. And in this game, you'll see the parts needed. They're basically trying to make New Vegas, the next New Vegas, you know? I think that, you know, you're probably, if there's brains at all at fucking at Xbox or Microsoft or whatever, they're letting these guys make us just fucking they're giving him something. And honestly, they owe him. Like, they should give him a percentage of that or something. Like, the man invented this thing that is like billions of dollars. Like, they should do right by him. This is like a Dave Chappelle show situation. It's like, come on, like, do right by this guy. So in the spirit of that, I'm trying to do right by this guy with my channel that nobody fucking watches by shining what crappily little light I have, my little match of a fucking love for those guys, for these games, for the things they're trying to do here. Like, I just really think that they aren't getting the respect that they have earned in this like world. Partially because people are just idiots, so you can't really blame them. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do. We're starting a new game. I had another run, but there's something I did on this planet where I did something in a weird order, and I kind of gated myself, and I was so pissed that I stopped. But I also didn't. I was like recording that, not live streaming. So,
Commander,
this is the live stream.
We've been hit by one of those space anomalies,
Buddy?
and the piloting system is down.
Buddy.
The astrogator's gears are shot.
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
Dope. So that's kind of cool. I want Tony House status. Yeah, we're good. I like Tony Todd has a specific look. Kind of a nerdy, kind of chiseled, kind of. Here we go. Is this what it was? It probably was. Nope. Much. Okay, we're definitely getting some freckles going. Can we get some freckles? No. A little bit of freckles. A little bit of frecks. Feel like kind of gaunt. I'm gonna go for the classic Tony Todd buzzed look. What we got here? So kind of. It's pretty great. Really, you don't have like a buzz cut? What am I missing here, guys? Yeah, something like that. Like he has thinner eyebrows. Working off of memory here. A noble, mighty Tony Todd. I feel like they're not as dark. Yeah, whatever. Alright, and then Mr. Todd. Let's give me some glasses. No glasses? This is a pretty good Tony Todd, I feel like. Alright. Dope. This is awesome. A roustabout. I kind of want to be like a nerdy kind of. Basically, normally I go for a talkie sniper guy, but it might be fun to be like a double pistol guy. Kind of fun. But I'm going for ex-convict. That's just cool. Okay, wait. Now I'm like, wait. We're going nerd, sorry. Okay. It's just cool. Alright. that. And clearly I want that. I get 3? Nice. Science, speech, hacking. My guy's basically gonna suck at fighting, which I'm cool with. Alright. Tony Todd. Zombie Slayer. Basically, this guy is not the greatest fighter. Typically, they make these things too easy, so let's do it.
Commander, as always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action.
As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Allah be with you and your team, Commander.
Commander, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. This a test? The TTD devices operate by speeding up the subject's perception of time. Or is it slowing? You know, I can never get that right. Everything just moves slower. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around. But I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves, and that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think?
Gotta break out the controller.
Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best.
Really?
I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. Call should come through at the console.
Agent helmet, huh? It's weird, man. I don't usually use controllers, so I'm like bad at this. Yeah, okay, basically food and drink increases life and stuff. Medical inhaler does it quickly, like in a battle situation. Okay. So we get you. Of course, you want to go around and steal as much crap as you can. Whoa.
Sure faster than taking the stairs.
Thank you.
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
To open the channel to
Sup, bro?
start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
No
Eric,
need to
bro.
wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Eric, total bro. Total bro. This looks like stuff I can take. Little gun bullets. Little necklace action. You know how we roll. We like to drip. We like to drip everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, baby. Alright. We in. Woo! Where you, Wade?
Forward agent's ready to be patched in over the channel.
Alright, bring it, son.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries.
Who?
Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core. Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. What? How dare you question my calculations? My math is flawless. I've spent the better part of a year planning this mission.
Uh-oh.
You have no idea what I've sacrificed, what I'm prepared to sacrifice still. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you.
Sorry.
I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
With all due respect, Commander. What in the void were you thinking with DeVries back there? She's not only our forward agent, she's highly respected. It's no wonder she reacted the way she did. We can't operate efficiently as a team if we don't get our heads right. Of course, Commander. You know the last thing I'd aim to do is undermine the chain of command. But, I mean, you see what an opportunity this mission is, right? Bringing another colony under the Earth Directorate's righteous control? Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path. Like they'd lie? The Chief wouldn't take kindly to that. No, it's because we're afraid to extend our reach, exert our power like we should. It's always the same story with these places, these people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it. What, are you turning into Pascal on me? We have something called principles, discipline. Someone has to rule. We're obviously the best suited for the job. I suppose it was foolish to believe I could discuss the purity of our cause with you. Allow me to get back to my preparations, Commander.
Man, that guy's square.
What was with all that between you and DeVries? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this whole mission, Commander. Something's not right here. And it ain't just you and her tangling. I mean, Law, we'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible? Even the Earth Directorate? Well, now there's a happy thought. Just makes our orders to sneak around on a mission of such import concern me all the more. We're the Earth Directorate, Void, damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that, even Sandoval. Nothing, if you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters. I mean besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us, me and him. We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual. Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of purple berry crunch? Isn't it great? The copious amounts of sugar really helps keep you sharp. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
I forgot one thing about this game is your choices matter, so you can't just do the like Skyrim like click on everything as it comes or whatever, you know, in all these games.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and this import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like at the end there. We were certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me. Whatever you say, Commander.
Missing the guy.
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander.
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander. Where'd old guy go? Where's my old dog? You taking a crap? Bro, I feel ya. Let's get out of here. Although, wait. Is he around here somewhere? Yeah, he's right there.
Commander?
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we had this talk. All right.
We'll hold position until you gain access to the rest of the sector, Commander.
Which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine.
Ship is secured. Shouldn't appear on anyone's radar here.
Okay.
But even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basic elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the base which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door. We're burning daylight here, Commander. Shouldn't you be upstairs seeing to rerouting the power?
Don't worry about us, Commander. We got things covered down here.
Only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock of Arcadia.
Agent DeVries's orders still stand. Power.
Mel, did a Sprat get flash fried in here?
Agent DeVries's orders still stand. Power must be restored to the door in order to proceed into the sector.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Expiring
without permission will result in demerit.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
Or we could try shutting them down ourselves. I spied some controls just past the gate that looks like they operate the mechs.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
That'll work out. Might need this here to hack your way through.
Cadet 1 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion, so it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Maori. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
Mighty slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
We all know that a structure is based elements, the dirt on which it is built. Every one of you.
Do like gathering my treasures.
Yeah.
Well, that's dealt with. We should head on into the sector.
Great work, Commander.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
All right.
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing all manner of chaos down on us.
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Barra, got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
It's coming, honest. How about I Show you when we get to where we're going.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
No sweet treasures.
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
great Auron's loathing plan. That's why I love my sovereign.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in. It's sad.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Sovereign provides, the system abides.
Hey now. And Johnny Brookin.
That's not what I wanted.
I do all I can. That is my great Auron's loathing plan.
Have you seen Maori since their return?
It is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
The sovereign provides, the system abides.
Hey there.
Back to
distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the Sovereign.
Hear, hear. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies. Paradigm worry about tomorrow.
Some kind of slackwit faffing about. There, found you. I never questioned. Better take a gander.
Should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible.
Raiding, vexatious gizmo. Never doubt it. Their scene never lagged. Okay then. Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. It's the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. Our system is the best anyone has ever had. Perfection is perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad. All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. Your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. Every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
Shimon. A Shimon.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
The H.
Explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Screws.
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Attempting to move Agent Ibarra is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the Skip Labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries. We need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Wardens, arbiters, hold positions. Detain any subject failing to comply. Stand by for further instructions.
Never questioned, never doubted, zeal never lagged. What was... Huh. Could have sworn I... Ah, well. Thinking never made anybody happy.
at your post! Has this whole facility gone mad? Something awful has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. This should be impossible. The automechs all returned to their charging stations and deactivated. And then there was the explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. By the matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Maori, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me? They need no witness to convict me. My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter how I try to conceal it, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accept it. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does. Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead. What do you mean, help me out? There is no help for me. Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection. I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would alter an official report without authorization? To cover my abject failures?
Yeah, baby.
I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure. You do that for me?
Bro, of course.
Yes, at once. Glory be to the Protectorate.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles, he was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving.
Yeah, you're right.
Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It's imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing.
You're right, baby. Yeah, baby, you're right.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Not a drill. Or it is. Test it. It is not our place to question. At all times.
All right, calling it quits. Search.
What? Some pearl of disrespect.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
fulfill our duty to the
Thinking never made anybody
But
happy.
none of us can do it
Rather
alone.
bizarre.
Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you.
Aborting search!
The ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced
Questions are an addiction.
the perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing
That's
process.
out of the
We must
order.
all-
Reprobates! Wait a minute. Always want in pay.
That's kind of cool.
Somebody. Better take a gander.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
What the? Better take a gander. dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
What was...
Enough of this wandering to and fro.
Do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. Every subject ensures a glorious bounty for all.
Disconcerting. Giving chase.
Perfect society demands perfect. That seems odd. Inquest complete. They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lacked. Huh? There's scrutiny. Improve. Void is that? Back to it.
Help you with something?
Back to it.
Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. Hey now. No use rambling further. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Better take a gander.
Enemy up!
Damn it. I think I could do it. Oh my god, come on, dude.
Guess not.
Somebody? Invasive!
Oh, come on, man.
Didn't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens to someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately.
Genius. Clearly these guys have dealt with this kind of performance review culture shit. That's awesome.
Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Thanks, Val. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break.
you feeling, Agent? Have you performed... This unit is currently unavailable for further medical assessment.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The Commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. With your erudite insights, I wager it won't take us long at all to catch her. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, named Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting her Protectorate communications hub. Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Agent Ibarra theorizes that some keys may be obtainable from vendors, but the majority are likely scattered around the colony. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Subject appears to be exhibiting signs of mental confusion. Updating medical charts.
Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander? It was less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Anti-Cleo through quasi-legal means and got a hell of a lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system. Funny how life works out. Oh yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? Whoa. Too soon, Commander. All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it. Spratwurst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a wurst. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port. It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out. I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door. Not as worried as I was about what would happen if I was caught. Probably they would have spaced me and called it a day. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense. I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it. How much dignity in having your limbs blown off? Sorry, that was blunt. I just get tired of talking around it, you know? But back to your initial question, do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars. Life's not fair, but it keeps on. Yeah, I sure came by that wisdom, honest. My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some distant relations for a few years. They tried their best. Not cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And they had their own families to worry about, you know? I didn't like feeling like I was adding to their burden, so I struck out on my own just as soon as I could. And well, you know how that turned out. Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years, especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though. That's either hope or foolishness, Commander, and I can't tell which. Even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure I'm dead. Avoid it all. Now you got me thinking about it. How about this? We ever make it out of this system, I'll take you back to Triangulum, make the introductions myself. Deal? Oh yeah. They're gonna get a real charge out of you. She was one of the forward agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding. And I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could also be cutting, I felt like I only caught her edge when I deserved it. I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine to me. But she wasn't around long. By the time I officially joined up, she'd already moved on to the next mission. Sure was. Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia. I've got time.
Aw.
Being this close to DeVries? Anyway. Need something, Commander? See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up the breeze trail.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meat rolls and spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to forced entrails, sprat organs, salt tuna skin, nanner peels, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
If there's a cause you can't complete, or your answers won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the role that you request includes compound interest in a
direction.
Emergency protocols ready.
Hey, got a distraction for you.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Whoa there, go-getter.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I know that toss ball. Belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake, I guess. Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. And Protectorate drone's been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Now, on to other things. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my...
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. It wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's Arbiters and Sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Till this day. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
An illegally acceptable amount of time.
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now. Only one of the most lucrative posts a soldier could be assigned to. Hazard pay through the roof. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but maybe you're right. Probably just muck things up at the FOB too. Damn it. I gotta find some way to beat these low-runger allegations. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses. Well, Cole's got the saloon up and running now. World always shines a little brighter after a few swigs of Spectrum. I don't know. You some kind of doctor type? Well, all right then. Just hope you're not squeamish. That don't exactly inspire me with confidence, but I'll take a hopeful prognosis over the alternative any day. Don't sweat it none. Auntie's Choice advocates for self-reliability anyway. Can't go around expecting other people to solve my problems for me, right? No, I'll be paying him for a service. I'm supporting the local economy, you see. Anyway, thanks for stopping to chat. The other troopers here ain't exactly chatty types. Maybe on account of the blood loss?
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
I must ask you to hold still.
How do you eat purple-berry drink? Warriors eat it right from the floor.
Amplified across the rings of Elysium from
I liberate the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
Yeah, Doc. Is this really necessary? Kind of need my leg. You know, for getting around and such.
I don't have time to argue about this. I have other patients waiting. If you're disinclined to live, leave. Otherwise, we need to get you prepped for the procedure.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. Well then, she should have thought about that before getting shot.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither do I possess the special training to improvise with what supplies I have on hand. Now, was there anything else? Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have. My stimulants cost a premium, but take enough and you'll see the architect. Yeah, at least that's what I've heard.